All right, here we are. We are doing another team up with MathyNoodles, this time on Season 10, Round 4 against Red Skull. And so, MathyNoodles, you are taking Gamora up against Red Skull. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about your deck?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was trying this out in a couple of different heroes. And it's basically just like the regroup shell in leadership.
Hmm.
Revolves around a lot of just like cards you want to play from your hand that do good things when you do that. Mostly like looking at White Tiger down there with,
Hmm.
an expert when he's in stage 3 draws 3 cards for a 3 cost, which is just absolutely stupid. There's a bunch of other ways to get like recursion from like strong allies in the deck, like make the call, and of course we got the side scheme that Red Skull's deck that could pop out that just gets us a free ally out. That's always good. And then we got the two allies, the zero cost allies from the campaign in there as well, which synergize really well with make the call. On top of all that, let's see what else. So basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to play a bunch of good allies, just to get the value out of them, and then draw into a bunch of cards and hopefully get our decisive blows off. There's only 2 in the deck. If we can get both of those and get the full 7 damage in for both of those, that's like a good chunk of the damage that we're gonna have to do to Red Skull to like just finish this thing really quickly. Between all of the allies, the recursion with regroup and just like the damage she has in her kit overall, the the rounds do not go very long with this. Like I
Right.
can I've practiced with this deck a decent amount, and there have been a ton of games where I've ended this in 3 clean, like absolutely no problem. I mean, with Red Skull, it's a little bit swingy. Like you can get a really bad set of encounter cards, or you can just like bear you in like extra encounter cards out of nowhere. So sometimes they tend to go to like 6, but that's like the most. That is the most amount of rounds I've had to play with this deck so far, is 6 and a clean win. So not too
Right.
shabby overall.
Right. Um, yeah, the decisive blow is neat because you to trigger it, you need to have kind of already done the precision thing to get an extra damage. So it's kind of effectively 8 damage for that card, right?
Right, exactly.
If you think of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I added some more thwarting into the deck with clear the area. Clear the area is just an insane justice card, and just to get that extra thwarting into maybe decisive blow, definitely worth it there. Drawing another card is definitely worth it. Oh no, I got disconnected.
Got our initial hand of 6, and I mean, obviously endurance is not something we're trying to keep on the first turn, and clear the area probably doesn't make too much sense, even though I guess if you did set the pace and then clear the area, but that's not the most efficient thing
Yeah.
ever. So what do you like? What are you digging for on your first turn, I guess, is the question.
I'm usually trying to dig for some allies that'll draw me more cards, because you
Yep.
can usually just chain those together and then get some crazy stuff going. Like
Right.
the dream kind of turn one is like, yeah, get one of those regroups and then like either Nick Fury or White Tiger or maybe both. So pretty much everything else we can kind of toss.
Would you keep welcome aboard for the double resource or not even?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would
Okay.
definitely keep a welcome board. You're always going to be able to use that. There's so many like high cost allies in this
Right.
deck that.
Right. Right. And I mean, Rocket, without a minion out there, Rocket's not especially helpful.
Yeah, good late draw when there's minions and there's a lot of them, but like right now, not really what we want.
Okay, so we got Maria Hill, we got a decisive blow, um, and then we can flip, and then we can use our tactical scanner to draw
Oh
our.
wait, real quick before
Not
you
yet,
flip,
please.
uh, yeah, don't forget about Gamora's
Oh yeah, yeah,
alternate
yeah. Thank you,
availability, where
thank
you
you.
can
I
draw the
I
extra
do.
card. Yeah, well maybe.
We might. Nope. But we
Oh,
do
flip.
know who we're drawing.
Yeah. All right, now we can flip and do that guy.
Okay, thank you. So now we got our dream of we got a white tiger with welcome aboard. I mean, the on stage 2 of the villain, the return on investment for White Tiger, Maria Hill, and Nick Fury is all the same, but of course, some of them let you dig further than others do, right?
Yeah, exactly. But even on stage 2, like drawing 2 cards with the White Tiger for only 3 is like pretty insane. So that's probably what we're gonna start off with. Like my philosophy is definitely always draw more cards first and then figure out where you're doing from there.
Right. And then so things that are maybe disposable here, crossover or whatever it's called, cross counter is probably the thing to go with welcome aboard to pay for White Tiger.
Or make the call like
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we only
that's
really
fair.
have Rocket in our discard pile right now. We're
Yeah.
definitely probably not going to be using it this turn. So yeah,
Oh,
I would say make the call might be the play here.
right. I was just double checking that I didn't screw up the heroes, but we got it right. Okay, so make the call. So, well, technically what we do is we play welcome aboard as an
Mhm.
event, which now the next ally is 2 cheaper. So now we got a 1 cost ally and we play White Tiger.
Mhm.
Right, and then White Tiger, because we are on stage 2 of the villain, lets us draw 2 cards, and we
Very
got
nice.
our nowhere, but no guardian allies at the moment, and then we got our second decisive blow. Right, so we could potentially double if we wanted to go this route. We could potentially double decisive blow, but we do have to deal with that White House as well.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Let's see. So what do we got here as options? I mean, if we wanted to take care of the red house, it would be a slight overkill, unfortunately, but we could actually play Maria Hill with like that strength, draw an extra card, and then between Gamora's thwart and Maria Hill's thwart, then we can actually clear that off, attack for 2 with the White Tiger, and then do
Well,
some yeah.
if we're going to activate Gamora, we can clear the red house with her attack stat because her attack stat's 3 right now, and we're
That
allowed
is
to do that on the red house, right?
that is true. The only other like potentially tricky thing I was thinking about. So forgot to mention this before, but the aggression card, like the off aspect card, one of them that
Mhm.
I'm playing is toe to toe.
Yeah.
And one tricky play I like doing is if I get something out like White Tiger or Nick Fury, what I will do is if I have regroup out, which looking like we're definitely going to play that, you can actually
Hmm.
toe to toe, have them block, and then immediately get them back in your hand because regroup is already in play,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then play them again. So that's a lot of damage, and then you get to draw even more cards, which I'm always a huge fan of. I'm just trying to suss out right now whether or not we have too much other stuff that we like want to play from our hand that wouldn't be like the most efficient play.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing I'm noticing right now is we have no thwarting events, so we
Hmm.
actually don't even have the ability to get our kind of decisive blow powered
Hmm.
up in the first place. Um, so, but we could, um, for example, bring out Maria Hill and regroup and then toe to toe, so that toe to toe would do the last ping thwart on the red house after Maria Hill hit
Hmm.
it, and then
Yeah, yeah,
block with White Tiger on the toe to toe.
yeah. I was wondering about that because, well, honestly, it might just be worth it to say thwart with right tiger and Gamora to get the red house off. That way, toe to toe actually does the 5 damage. Like you're losing a couple thwart there, but I think it's more worth it than just like wasting the 5 damage to not go through on toe to toe. Um, so I think what the play in this case, what I'm thinking is we play Maria
Oh,
Hill.
right. It's after. It's after. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot it was after you play the
Yeah,
event, not before. That's what it is. Okay.
yeah, unfortunately. So I'm thinking we play Maria Hill, draw 1 more card, see what happens there.
Yeah.
And then if we don't draw the thwart event or anything like that, Then we can double thwart with Gamora and White Tiger, toe to toe with, and then block with Maria Hill, get her back in her hand. Um, or wait, no, we want to get White Tiger back in the hand. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that Justice deck. Freaking Astro, you and Astrodar were running like what was that last week? You're just
Yeah.
drawing so many cards on this first turn. There's so many decision points on this first turn. It's crazy.
Right.
Um,
So you're liking the drawing from Maria Hill to see. I mean, it's almost guaranteed we're going to regroup, right? So the again, one thing we could do is do the thwart with Gomora's attack to clear the red house,
mhm.
um, and then hit. At that point, we could then hit toe to toe. It doesn't get the extra thwart benefit, but whatever. And hit White Tiger, and then recur White Tiger.
Oh wait, I forgot. We can just completely clear it with Gamora, right? Because
Yep.
she can use her attack
Her
instead of her.
attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's gonna be more draw um, for White Tiger. The I guess the advantage of letting Maria Hill block is the fact that her activation doesn't, like, we're not even going to really use her activation anyway,
Mm,
right?
that's true. I mean, you can always use it later, but yeah, you know what? Let's just start off by just doing the toe to toe to White Tiger play. So yeah, we'll clear off Red House
Okay,
with
Red House,
Gamora. Toe to get regroup out
get regroup
by
out it, and so then we'll go with the cross counter,
yeah, for sure. Now we'll toe to toe,
and
and we'll
then
get rid of
with
um.
between Triskelion and Nowhere, right? At the speed we're going, Triskellion's usually probably the better one to get out, just because there's not a ton of actual Guardians allies in here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mostly running Nowhere for the extra ally limit, just to like make sure
Yeah,
some of that's going. Just because there's so many allies in this deck, you want at least one of those. But yeah, with no Guardians, I think Triscale is the play if we're gonna play one of those. So yeah,
right. So
let's.
we'll ditch Nowhere to then play toe to toe. So now we choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. So the first thing that happens is the enemy attacks us,
Mhm.
and we're gonna plan to block with. Oh, White Tiger's got too many health there. Anyway, we're gonna
Yep.
plan to block with White Tiger
Yep.
and deal 1 damage to each hero.
Oh, don't forget the extra HP from the attack upgrade too.
Yep. Now we're
Yep.
back,
Woo.
and she recurs back to your hand,
Mhm.
and toe to toe now does 5 damage.
Oh yeah.
All right, and now we're looking at White Tigering again, which
Mhm.
we would use Strength. And now looking at what's going on with the rest of the hand, we definitely want to. We're gonna get another 2. We're not gonna be able to get both decisive blows off unless there's some really amazing sequence of events, right?
Yeah, it'd be nice to try to get both decisive blows up, but I don't think it's going to happen in this case, especially since, I mean, it's useless right now anyway, just because we don't have a thwarting event that we've played yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's get
Yeah.
rid of one of those to get White Tiger out.
Okay, and then again, he's on stage 2, so we'll draw 2, and we got another regroup, and White Tiger. So it really would have been nice if that was Electra instead, but such is life.
At least I did.
Would you normally try to keep regroup for the next turn? Would that or not
No,
bother?
not usually, just because you're drawing so quick with this deck, and there's 3 copies.
Yeah.
There's a good chance we're just going to draw another one before the end of next turn anyway. It is really, really ridiculously powerful in this deck, especially since we have White Tiger out, but I don't think it's worth it to like hang on to or anything like that.
Okay. So now we're looking at um what's going on here. We can Maria Hill, which would leave us with 4. White
Hmm.
Tiger would leave us with 3, and then we could just hit the decisive blow for 4 just cuz. Is that
Yeah. Worst case
depending?
scenario, I mean, like maybe, like hopefully we'll draw a Thorian event finally with Maria
Mhm.
Hill right here. We'll
And
see.
you're not trying to keen instincts, right? So we'll
No. If sometimes I'll get it out at first if I don't really have anything else to like pay like at 4. But yeah, in this case, I don't think it's really worth it to keep. So we'll
Right.
do that and then try Skelly since we don't have like that many allies.
Right. Okay, so that's 2 Maria Hill. Let's all players draw 1. There's only one of us. And,
Okay.
okay, now so Drax, especially in turn 1, is just damage on a stick.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was saying before, usually I try to do decisive blow right off the bat, but value-wise right here, Drax is gonna do hopefully 12 damage to the
Mm-hmm.
enemy overall, so I
Mm-hmm.
think that's actually gonna be the play here.
Right, which feels really weird, but White Tiger can come back out with a make the call, and at this point she's actually not even especially valuable anyway because her all her stats are on thwart.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we have, let me just put some health out here. We've got 2 health on White Tiger, 2 health on Maria Hill, and then 4 on Drax.
Mhm,
And so our attack here is 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 5, and then these each take their consequential. I don't think
mhm.
I missed anything. And I guess you are almost hoping that that extra encounter card is an attack, right?
Yeah, exactly, that way you can,
Okay.
recur. Yeah, and
Right.
it's pretty likely to happen. There's a lot of extra attacks in here. Then there's also just, like, minions that can come out from side schemes, all that good stuff, so we're, pretty likely that we're gonna recur to, 2 allies here.
Okay. So not the most amazing hand, but we are going to see some recursion. So first
Yeah.
thing we do is it's after stage 1, right? Yeah. Okay. So we get the threat, and then we go and grab. Let's shuffle this up. We go and grab, and we hope we get one of the good ones. We got one of
Oh,
the good ones.
that is not one of the good ones.
Well, I mean, it's not one of the best ones, but it's one of the ones that. Um, oh, yeah. I guess it's not because it has that extra card this turn, doesn't it?
Yeah, nothing like getting buried in encounter cards right off the rip, but we
Right.
got 3 allies up. I think we're
Okay.
in pretty good shape.
Okay. So we've got 3. Oh no, he's got to attack. Sorry. Oop, oop,
Yep.
oop. Okay. Back we go. So now he's going to attack, and the very first thing we do is we want to block with White Tiger, I assume, because
Sure.
that is the highest value. And so um, give the villain 1 extra activation. All right. So no worries there.
Nice.
She is defeated by an attack, so it comes back to our hand.
Mhm.
And then now we get the 2 extra encounter cards,
Cool.
and we get our first one over here. And when revealed, exhaust a character you control for each side scheme in play. There is 1 side scheme in play, and so if we're expecting that one of these next 2 things is an attack, we probably want to keep Maria Hill as the untapped one and just kind of lose 1 turn of Drax damage. Is that
Yeah,
tap
that's
Drax?
what I was thinking. Sucks because we could have used Drax probably to like help us push neck to the next stage so White Tiger could draw more, but there's still
Yeah.
other ways we can get that done, so no
Okay.
worries.
Okay. So we're saving Maria Hill for the possible block.
Yep.
That's what we're hoping for. Okay. So not a thing this turn, and
Mhm.
then attached to a side scheme,
Okay.
and we get one of those.
Yeah, so no recursion on Maria Hill, but that's also not the worst thing in the world.
Okay. So we are back, and we're looking. We've got a clear the area, 2 things that have 2 threats, so that's good. White Tiger is probably still the first thing we want to do just because of all the card draw. And
Mhm.
then forward momentum is obviously overkill for any of our needs right now, and we're not going to use conditioning room. So I'm guessing we're going to throw conditioning room, forward momentum, and Squirrel Girl out in
Yeah,
or endurance. I mean, I kind of
what I
prefer
would
White Tiger.
so what I was thinking was we
Please.
could start off by doing a clear the area with like conditioning room or something like that. Clear off that
Great.
side scheme with 2 threat. Because then
Yeah.
we draw a card, deal 1 damage to Red Skull there.
And take care of the minion.
Mhm. Well, actually, I wasn't going to take care of the minion as the first priority. What I'm trying to do, because Red Skull is so low on health, he's got 5 health left, right? So if we actually um, attack with Gamora, ping the damage, clear the area on Red Skull, and then attack with Maria Hill, we can get him to the next stage. I
Yeah,
mean,
sorry, I was meaning the Hydra reinforcements when it clears um, defeats the
oh,
minion.
yeah, my bad, my bad. Yeah, sorry, totally spaced out on that. Yeah, yeah. So no, that's actually even more perfect. So yeah, perfect. So we
Okay, so
do
we're gonna
that.
we're gonna we're gonna conditioning room, and that defeats this. Now, when that gets defeated, it first of all defeats that, and then this twisted reality goes. We get another encounter card,
Yep.
and then we actually get our card from that.
Hmm.
Okay, and it did not change too much of the story, but we do also get then the one ping damage afterward. This is what you were talking about before.
Yep. Exactly.
Um, and then so we might as well White Tiger to see what the rest of our options are before there might be some other nice combination to actually advance Red Skull.
Yeah, I was debating between the two because my first thought was maybe we could just hit with Gamora and Maria Hill to advance him, and then we can just get White Tiger to draw 3 instead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, good call.
Yeah. Yeah, that might give us more options. It won't leave us it'll leave us kind of like in the wind in terms of stuff that we do, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I think we have a good chance of like drawn into something decent here.
Right. And then okay. So Gamora attacks for 3 because she has the attack upgrade, and then Maria Hill um, attacks for 1 and then defeats herself out of consequential. Red
Mhm.
Skull advances. When Red Skull advances, we get another encounter card.
Another 3 encounter card turn. Just red
Yeah.
skull thing.
Yep. And then that's all resolved. So now we can White Tiger the of anything that we might save. Would you save Squirrel Girl? Like we're
Uh
gonna save 1 card here,
I was thinking actually we might want to save cross counter if anything.
just in case we are stuck with a card at the end of the turn.
Yeah, just in case we're stuck with a card at the end of the turn, and then if that is the case, we're drawn into a bunch of encounter cards, probably going to be at least 1 extra attack, and it's going to be really useful
Okay,
if that's the case.
love it.
Let's see what we get.
All right. So we got make the call. We got welcome aboard, and we got acrobatic move. Unfortunately, welcome aboard does not synergize with make the call.
I know it's the worst.
Um, but we could make the call for. Well, I guess there's a few different things we could do here. We could make the call from Maria Hill and hope we draw into. Oh, this regroup is gone, by the way.
Mhm.
We could make the call into Maria Hill and hope we draw into something that we can hit with welcome aboard or draw into a regroup.
Yeah,
Um,
trying to think.
what else on our
It
desk?
might actually be because we could make the call into Maria Hill. It might actually just be better here though to maybe make the call into who else do we have?
Well, we got White Tiger,
We
um,
have White Tiger. We have Moon.
Rocket.
Do we have Moon Knight in there as well?
No, Moon Knight. No, Moon Knight's not in. So it's Elektra and
Oh,
White Tiger.
that's right. My bad. My bad. Okay. Okay. Trying to think what would be the best play here. Oh yeah, I think Maria Hill would actually be the best play here. She's the going to be the most useful by far.
Well, she's going to get to finish that, like do the thwart on that scheme at minimum.
Mhm.
Um,
I
so
mean,
it's like,
I guess
go
there's
ahead.
also the argument for Rocket because he's got the 2 thwart that could help out there, and then if we like draw into a minion this turn, then he'll be really helpful, and that is like a somewhat likely case, and that's the most like efficient use of our cards right now. It's not really like leaving us out in the open for Any of the other stuff?
Right. So
Hmm.
we're just going to dump our hand, not going to try to chance to get something, because we're going to get really annoyed if we are trying to Maria Hill cycle and nothing comes out of it, right?
Yeah, and the chance to like get like a one cost something isn't going to be like super high, I don't think, at this point.
Agreed.
Yeah, so yeah, I think the most efficient thing we can do with these cards right
Well,
now would be to get Rocket out.
well, so in that case, right. So Rocket's great if if an ally, sorry, if a minion comes out, which I mean, there's a decent chance because the number of cards we have there. If we like the idea of keeping cross counter, the other thing we could do is bring out the other white tiger with make the call. Use the
Hmm.
acrobatic move to just do 2 damage.
Hmm. I mean,
Um,
we could do that, but in that case, we're kind of holding on to 2 cards at the end of the turn, which I usually almost never like doing if I can help it.
no, but I guess I'm arguing that White Tiger and Rocket are, absent minions. They're completely equivalent, right? Actually, we could even make the call so we don't even use an activation on White Tiger, right? So she
Mm.
would still have 3 health because we could use her. We could use her battle cry effect with the make the call. Oh no, because we need to make the call. Never mind, we can't use it. Um, okay,
Yeah,
so
because she's a
Ro-
cheap science to do, right? Yeah.
Rocket covers our butt the best, and so I was basically arguing for 2 more damage now, but Rocket's providing more damage later.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we bring those, and then Rocket has 3, and will thwart that for 2.
Mhm.
The blue white tiger does 2 damage,
Hmm.
and then we're done.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, not looking too bad.
Okay, so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that is an interesting hand. So turn 2, we get 1 threat on here. We now get our next prison camps, baby. Sweet. Okay. So that changes whether or not we're trying to play Nick Fury this turn.
For sure.
Oh, is that a 3? Yeah, it's a 3. Okay. So he's going to attack. We will block with White Tiger because she's first in line.
Mhm.
He currently has 2 attack plus 1 because of the side scheme.
Mhm.
So he's got 3, 4, 5, and no boost effects. So White Tiger's good. And
Mhm.
then we have
Green
3
counter.
in cards again. So we're playing Heroic 2. Right. Okay, 2 threat on each scheme. Okay, this is going to get expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is villain schemes with. Okay, that's not good at all.
I hate that.
We have
Thank
no protection from that. So he's scheming with 4. So unless we get a 0, it's going over. We got a 0.
Hey, we got a 0. Look at that.
Okay, and so this goes up to 7, and then we have to discard a card from our hand
Hmm.
and one of the toe-to-toes. And then finally, additional boost card for each side scheme in play. Okay, that was a turn.
That was certainly a turn.
Um, okay, so I'm going to pause here for a second and let's see, what do we have? So we have, I mean, what we want to do is deal with that prison camps so that we can pull Nick Fury into play, which means we need to play something that puts Nick Fury in our discard in the first place.
Yep. So
That's a
right.
tricky.
That is a tricky one, especially because like yeah, something like toe to toe to the face wouldn't really be an option here because he's got the extra boost from
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
attachment. Um, it might just be the best call to use Nick Fury. Well, trying to think.
Well, you are technically allowed to overpay for anything. So we are actually allowed to bring out Elektra and pay Nick Fury to just put him in the discard.
That's fair. But I mean, if we're gonna do that, like, hold on.
And we could just play
So
Keen Instincts, but
deck and discard pile. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I was just checking that real quick.
yeah.
We could just put Keen Instincts into play just because it's something. Um, but yeah, maybe it is just best to overpay and like put Elektra into play in this case because we don't want to like keep her in her hand and then like have something extra to play like for the extra resource.
Okay, well, so here, I know we need the thwart for these things. So this is tricky, right? Because we don't have the because we didn't put any of our the Triskelion or Nowhere out. We don't have the extra ally slots at the moment. So if we brought Elektra out, we have nowhere to put Fury.
That's true. So in that
Um,
case, I wonder if, as much as I hate to say it, I wonder if it
we're
would
gonna
be better.
sacrifice Drax.
Yeah, yeah, because we need the thwart real fucking bad right now, and he's not really doing much in that way. And
Nope.
it's still turning him into 5 damage and 1 thwarting there.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that might be it.
Feels bad.
It does feel bad, but
All right. So we're gonna pay Nick Fury
hmm
to toe to toe. Choose an
yeah.
enemy. That enemy attacks you. Okay, so we're gonna get attacked. We're gonna choose to block with Drax. He's gonna get an additional boost card because there's a side scheme over here.
hmm
There's 2 boosts, and if you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Okay, that's fine.
hmm
Well,
So we'll
not
get hit
fine. It's
for
3 damage.
yeah. So, but that's
Um,
what are you gonna do?
but what are you gonna do? So Drax, thank you, and he takes 5 damage now.
Mhm.
We now can thwart with Gamora and Rocket, and
Oh,
then
and
we'll bring
we
Elektra
get
out.
one board off that side scheme from the toe to toe from Gamora's ability. So
Oh,
that
sweet! So we don't need to sack that other thing. Okay, that's good. I was missing that, so that's good. Oh, and this went. So
yep.
okay, so now we get to bring out Fury,
Fury.
and that's going to get us 3 cards.
Oh, well, that's pretty great. Okay. Well,
So
now we can use Gamora's sword to get Elektra out and do her ability, and we can use the Genius to do the forward momentum, which will get pretty much all the threat off of the main scheme right now. That's like almost a perfect draw.
right. So just looking at we are going to pay for forward momentum with Genius, and that thing does 5 threat because we've already played an attack event. Elektra is going to get the boost from the fist, and we'll just ditch Keen Instincts.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So that forward momentum does 5, and then should we use Fury to get the last 2 off there then?
Yeah. And then forward momentum will also ping Red Skull for another one from Gamora's ability.
Right.
Woo!
So that was our first thwarting event, so that does that, and then Elektra comes in. We pay a fist, so she does her coming into play, and then she gets an attack, so that's 6 altogether. And that's looking pretty good. We only saw 1 regroup, but other than that, like we made it through 2 triple encounter card turns. That's kind of remarkable.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
And it looks like we're going to finish it before we go through the deck, which is good too, so we don't take yet another extra encounter card.
More encounter cards.
Okay, and we got a ton of we have solutions, right? Like Spider-Man is a solution in a can. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so turn 3 on the villain. Red Skull gets 1 threat, and then we hope this is not the Masters of Evil one, which is the most annoying one, or I guess not. Whatchamacallit, the one that brings out
The sleeper, yeah.
the sleeper.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad. Okay.
Okay. So he's going to attack, and we're going to block with Fury and exhaust a character you control.
I'm gonna say Rocket here is probably well.
So well, we
fun.
have clear the area, right? So we can acrobatic move to do 1 threat off here, clear the area to do 2, but we still need 1 more ping thwart.
Mm-hmm. I guess we could make the call into White Tiger and just like clear that off completely.
Oh, right. And then you get the ping on the other one, and we'd still have enough for Spider-Man, I think. So
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's everything. Okay, so then we can definitely tap Rocket. Okay.
I think so.
And,
yeah.
And so then Fury goes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We have only 1 encounter card.
Wow.
What do you think? Is it going to be bad? It's 2 threat on each side scheme and play. Okay, that's something we can deal with.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so well, that kind of changes how the hand gets used, but that's fine. So turn 4. Okay, so now we actually need to think through all of this.
Okay.
So we have. I mean, I could almost argue. Well, we could kind of Fury and cycle, but let's see if we weren't Furying, if we were doing your suggestion of grabbing that White Tiger, how this plays out.
Yeah.
So if we grab,
if we bring her out with make the call and then pay her science resource with
well, we can't. You can't out of the make the call because it's not played from hand.
Oh, right. Yeah, forgot about that one. Okay, that's fine.
So basically we can do, for example, we could do acrobatic move and clear the area. So White Tiger and clear the area can take care of Sense of the Past.
Yeah.
That will get us 1 more card that we can use to bring out Spider-Man, which does a clean 3 there. Gamora and Elektra and the 1 ping damage from clear the area will take the 6. So that actually is everything.
Oh yeah, that is all we need actually.
Okay. And then we're gonna have to overwrite Rocket, but that's fine.
Yeah, totally.
The least of our concerns. Okay, so the first thing we do is we make the call to bring out White Tiger. She does her amazing thwart for 3.
Yeah.
And then we will use acrobatic move to clear the area. 1, 2. We won't bother shuffling because we're not going to be drawing any more cards. And then we get the 1 ping damage over on Red Skull. Clear the area draws us. Oh, wait, what's the timing on that? Actually, maybe we do care about that. When defeated, it happens first.
Oh yeah, when defeated, and then if the last threat on the scheme is removed, draw a card. What order does that actually?
I think when defeateds are first, and then the other stuff happens after.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't remember where force responses fit in there, but okay, so we'll just throw 3 cards in there. I mean, it really doesn't matter because we know it works out anyway, right?
Yeah.
But technically, this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, grab that card. Oh, come on. We can do it. So we grab our 1 card from here. Does make the call make it that we can do this even in a more clever way? Probably not.
I was gonna say maybe we could like replace Elektra with Spider-Man. No.
So we're gonna overwrite Rocket.
Yeah.
With Spidey, we're gonna give him the thwart bonus. He's gonna do 1, 2, 3 because it's +2 on his base 1. Gamora hits for. Oh, we didn't even need that extra ping damage. I forgot about the fact that Gamora hits for 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then Elektra finishes it off. Takes no consequential because we finished the game in time. We got 16 health. Turn 4.
Win.
And a win. Amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Pretty good. That was standard 2, everybody. I mean, expert 2.
Standard 2. I can't stand expert 2. Like,
well, no, this was expert 1, standard 2.
Yeah. No, I tried a few games testing with this deck on expert 2 because like I was doing it pretty fast, pretty clean, and I thought I could like handle it, and just nope out of there really quick. It was my first time playing expert 2, and yeah, no, but no, this deck is absolutely insane. That is a pretty standard one right there. Like anywhere from 3 to 6 turns if like things really go badly. Yeah, this deck's absolutely amazing.
Love it. Okay, well, I mean, I also love it for our alliances, from our alliances point of view, but I also love it because that was just good fun. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks MathyNoodles for another coaching session. That was awesome.
No, that was great. Yeah, no, always love doing these. It's a great time, and yeah, no, can't wait to see what everyone else does with the decks this week. It's definitely going to be a lot of really fun options, I think, and I'm excited to see what actually happens, and I'm excited to see your podcast actually covering what all is going to go on this week.
Yeah, I'll be curious because I mean, leadership is amazing for the different approaches you can take, right? It's so wide open.
Yeah, such a wide breadth of options for sure. I'm very excited for it.
Very cool. All right, check you later. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Peace, y'all.